Greetings, friends and colleagues. For your district assembly package, your assembly packet included a report from Ambrose University, but I'm grateful to the district superintendent, to Gord McCann, for the opportunity to provide kind of a supplement to that, an oral report and an update for things that we were not able to include in the written report. Sorry we can't be with you in person. Of course, we're all saying that we can't be together in person. I think back fondly to the opportunity that was given to me by District Superintendent McCann to join you in Sumas in early 2020 for an opportunity for conversation, for good food, for worship together. It was a precious time, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be for that, and look forward to when we next can be together in person. In the meantime, you have our written report and an update that I want to bring to you from myself and from my colleague here at Ambrose, Terry Fall. Just by way of an update, some significant changes that are not included in your report, the written report, is on our Board of Governors. Since that report was developed, we've had two significant resignations on the board. Well, one more recently in the fall, Ruth Copeland Holtz, who attends church in the Central District. She resigned from the board for personal reasons. And then more recently, Delrose Laxton attends First Church here in Calgary. She also had to step down from the board, again, personal reasons. So a significant transition there, but delighted. We have 5 new members to the board. One of those is Mr. Shrimal Ranasinghe, attends First Church here in Calgary, and delighted to have somebody who's kind of a new Canadian come onto our board of Sri Lankan descent, student from University of British Columbia, but an urban planner here in Calgary, married to a physician who works with senior citizens or the elderly. In fact, moving into hospice care is her involvement. But anyways, delighted to have Shrimal Ranasinghe join our board. Another significant update is that we're very pleased to be able to say that we finished our year end with a modest surplus in the financial reporting. That was a little dicey earlier on when we knew we'd lost so much of our what we call our supplemental revenue. That is revenue that comes from the residences, from the meal plans, from the parking, and from our summer rentals, and no two ways around it. That included PalCon. And we were very sorry not to be able to host PalCon just because it's great to have you all on campus, but also that's one of those sources of revenue that I mentioned. But the wage subsidy, the federal wage subsidy that many of you will be familiar with, really in a sense made up the difference for that and allowed us to finish the year with, as I say, a modest surplus. Looking to this fall right now, but when we're doing this recording, the numbers look good. We have a fairly aggressive plan for enrollment growth for this fall, anticipating 5% headcount growth. Be in support and prayer for Helen Thiessen, who gives leadership to that side. Any conversation you can have with a prospective student, we appreciate. Do put prospective students in touch with Helen and with her team, anybody who might be considering studying here this fall. As we look at the projections right now, I'm particularly encouraged by what's happening with our theological seminary. The grad student, the grad theology student numbers look very good, including for our MDiv. And a reminder to those of you that know people who want to do an MDiv, who are interested in doing something, doing an MDiv, but we have the Finish Free program, which means that the third year of their studies is underwritten by the university because of an endowment we have. And then finally, we have in your assembly packet, my report includes reference to faculty that are leaving and faculty that are coming in, that are joining us, and a couple of important retirements. One of those is Sandy Eyre, who many of you would know is the one who really kind of brought the two libraries of NUC and AUC together to have a liberal arts and a theology library. He's retiring, moving on to a new chapter of life and work, and as a birder to birding. And then also many of you would also know Edwin Gadant, who was one of the first people hired at NUC when CNC moved to Calgary, and Don Quantz was instrumental in bringing Edwin on to help develop what has been, as many of you know, a very, very fine music program and developed eventually into Ambrose Arts. Both of them have transitioned into retirement stage or to a new stage of life and work. And then also to mention coming in, I've given a list there of who are the new faculty, including Alyssa Michaud, who's a graduate of Ambrose University in our music faculty. But one that was not included there, but that I want to highlight is the Reverend Dr. Jonathan Lowe did his undergraduate degree at UBC. a graduate degree at Regent College, went on to do PhD studies at Edinburgh University, is currently teaching New Testament in Hong Kong at the Baptist Seminary there, will be joining our faculty this fall. And great to have Jonathan join us, in part because he speaks both, well, he speaks Cantonese, but he's able to teach in both Mandarin and English. And given the strength of our Chinese language program at Ambrose Seminary, makes it just doubly a double strength to be able to bring Jonathan on. So there's a bit of an update on some of the things that were not included, or just to highlight some of the things included in that written report. I've asked Terry Faw to join me for this oral update to bring you, to brief you on what's happening with respect to the Ambrose involvement with clergy formation and development. So over to you, Terry.
Greetings to my Nazarene friends on the Canada Pacific District. I want to let you know that Ambrose University continues to be committed to providing excellent clergy preparation and education for the Church of the Nazarene Canada. To that end, we are, like all of the 8 sister universities in the USA-Canada region, in providing on our campus validated undergraduate ministry degrees. I say validated because that means that completing those degrees satisfies the educational requirements for Nazarene ministry and pastoral leadership in the Church of the Nazarene in Canada. I also wanted to mention that Ambrose is now partnering with Global Education and Clergy Development on a new and exciting project. Along with the other Nazarene schools on the USA-Canada region, we are in the early stages of developing a new curriculum, a video-based, accessible, non-degree ministry preparation curriculum. And the new curriculum will replace the modular course of study, something that our denomination has used for many years now. This is a really new and exciting project we're involved in because it's going to bring together our school with district superintendents, pastors, and our other sister Nazarene schools as we develop an excellent, accessible, and affordable clergy preparation degree. Finally, let me mention a new program that we're launching this fall in the worship arts. Worship is so important in today's church. It's the pulse. It's the life of the local congregation. And at Ambrose, we're passionate about worship, but we're also passionate about preparing and developing leaders who bring together theological wisdom and skillful artistry in leading formational and uplifting worship for the church. Well, thank you for this opportunity to touch base with you. The peace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all.
If you have a question or a comment or an observation that you'd like to send our way, you've got our written report, you've got this oral update. But if you've got a question or a comment, since we're not in person and we can't kind of catch each other in the hallway or in the atrium, do drop us a note, either an email message to myself or to Terry, either one of us, or you can give us a call if you want to call us at the office. But eager to connect with you if you've got a question or a comment or an observation. And I'll echo Terry's comment just now. May God bless you. May God be with you. May you flourish and may your ministry flourish. And we look forward to when it will be possible for us to meet with you in person once more. God be with you, each one.